Hello everyone, welcome back. Severt is here, coming back with part 8 of What If Deku was Mr. Negative. Now, where we last left off, Izuku has gone into the sport festival, and in the final round against O'Neil, O'Neil were managing to touch Izuku with his blood, which controlling Izuku, but he controlling the Izuku that we know, not the negative version. As after that, when Izuku, technically being in a sleep mode, his negative version taking control and start fighting O'Neil after a couple of minutes. All Might and the other couple of teachers, Aizawa and Principal Nezu, seeing that Izuku looking exactly the same, at the same, having the same look of the Mr. Negative that have fighted against Hawks in his office, because they have some photos of the cameras. After that, when they actually notice Izuku, All Might jump down and start telling him that he need to explain himself. Izuku just whistles, and his a couple of people there were sitting in the arena have put on their inner demon masks and start putting their guns into the heads of the civilians. As Ben also jumped down, and Izuku team just jumped down to to defend him and everything. In the end, they just put some bombs around the arena, while the inner demons are just leaving the place. In the end, they managed to save most of the people. The arena, half of the arena has been blown up, and Inko started getting angry on Hisashi, because he's the reason why Izuku became like this, or something like that. As he just hearing a sound from behind saying, "What should I do now, boss?" As he said, "Just keep what you're doing right now. Continue working with UA, and try to search for Izuku in the night." As the guy just get out of the dark, revealing that he's actually O'Neil. And he was always working with the Hisashi Midoriya, as I call him, but he, basically the real Mr. Negative. He was working always with him to keep an eye, on Izuku, because he just want to know what his son is doing and things like that. As O'Neil agreed to that, and we continue. Izuku has come back into, the hideout with everyone else, as, Tori said, "That was so fun. Did you saw the look on the people's face there? They were like, oh my god, one of the students of UA are a villain." As, Shinra said, "Yeah, that was so funny, and I really want to do it again. Hey, boss, what is..." As suddenly Izuku just fall on the ground and fall into sleep. Has everyone just looking on him. So, Shinra said, "Boss, are you okay?" Tori said, "Boss, come on, wake up." And Soul come and said, "Should I take his soul?" And Ben come and said, "No, you idiots. He's right now sleeping. Don't you look? He's looking normal, like a normal human right now. We should cuff him into a chair and wait until he wake up." As they did this, and Izuku, right now, sitting on a chair while with the quirk canceling device on his legs and hands, and things like that, as they just waiting for Izuku to wake up. But we doesn't continue with Izuku. We continue with O'Neil, that he right now walking in a in a hallway, and just walking, as he hear a sound from behind saying, "Hey, O'Neil." As O'Neil turn around, he see Glitch. As O'Neil said, "Oh, hey Glitch, what do you want?" As Glitch said, "The boss want to talk with you. Come on." As he just taken O'Neil into Mr. Negative, the real one, or Hisashi. As he just come into the room, as Hisashi said, "Ah, O'Neil, welcome. I just want to talk with you about my son." "Yes, boss, I know. You told me that you want me to search for him, and I'm gonna do that. I just came here to take my mask and my gear. I understand what you want to do, but if you ever saw him, try to convince him to join the dark path. What? But didn't you said that you want him to, leave him alone? Well, that was before I finally realized that he is the Mr. Negative of Japan, at least. So, if I would have my son on my side, no one will be ever able to defeat us. We will be able to control not just America, but Japan too. And this will be such a good, such a good thing for us. I just want you to try get him here, alive. Alright, boss. And thank you again for everything you've done to me. As, Mr. Negative said, don't worry. O'Neill, don't worry. Just go and search for Izuku. As O'Neill get out of the room, and Glitch just walking with him said, So, do you want your mask and your gun? Yeah, where are they? I really, missing my mask. Alright, come with me, as he just take O'Neill into his room inside the mansion. As O'Neill going into his, closet, taking a mask that looking like this, and also taking a gun, and a core cancelling devices. And of course, it's not a real gun. It's a gun that can shoot marbles that are actually filled with his blood. So he can, control the people from a little bit of distance. So he doesn't need to, come closer to them or something like that. Some knives and, a shoes that can, a magnetism shoes that can walk on the, walls with it. As, O'Neill said, alright, I'm ready. As Glitch said, alright, come on. And when everything is done, me and you should start, sparring together again. Alright, O'Neill? As O'Neill said, alright, Glitch. Well, I'm gonna leave. As he just leave the place, putting his hoodie on his head and wearing his mask, as he start jumping on the, on the roofs in the middle of the night. As he, standing on top of a building looking at his phone saying, alright, where's the last places that the inner demons has been sewing in? The black market, the arena. Where? Where are you hiding, Izuku? Oh, alright. As he, find a track of an inner demons, as he, follow that track into an alleyway, as he, see in the alleyway a couple of inner demons just talking, saying, "Hey, man, did you heard what happened with the boss? Yeah, he was actually, a student in UA. I knew that he was a kid, but a student, that's actually too much. What will gonna happen now? Is he gonna continue doing what is, leading us, or don't don't talk like this about the boss. He's the one that made us this way. He's the one that gave us power. We should never talk about him in this way." As, they hear a sound from above saying, "Well, can you please tell me where is your boss? I think that I'm getting late on my little conversation with him." As they, holding their gun on, on the building, seeing a kid wearing a mask, as he just, jumped down. The inner demons putting their guns in front of them, on the kid, waiting to shoot him. As the kid said, All right. First of all, you don't need to be this violent. I'm just here to talk, just to see my friend." As the inner demon said, "What kind of friend, kid? Get out of here before we kill you." "Oh, really? I don't think that Izuku will gonna like this too much. You know, we are friends, so can you just tell me where is his hideout? I really need to get there before, 1 a.m. or something like that. My mom will gonna be worried if I had one." "Well, who will be the first one to shoot? Or should I am the first one?" As he take out his gun and, point it on one of the inner demons. As the inner demon said, "We are 5 and you are 1. What can you possibly do?" As, O'Neill said, "I can possibly do this." As he immediately just, shoot on the ground, and that bullet was actually a smoke bullet. As he being covered in smoke around of him, as the inner demon said, "Where is he?" And all of the sudden, from the smoke, a bomb being thrown out. As the inner demons, jump back, away from the bomb. But when the bomb explodes, it's, just shooting some weird black substance as they think it is. But while it's actually the black blood of O'Neill. As, the inner demons said, "What the?" And O'Neill immediately, starts shooting with his gun on the inner demons. So one of the inner demons having a shield, he immediately put it in front of the others, protecting them. O'Neill getting close, and after that he kicked the shield out of his hand and got hold of the guy and flip him above his head, smashing him into the ground, and immediately stab him in his chest. As he, jump on the wall, and he's right now, sticking into the wall because, magnetism shoes. As he said, "Well, that one we still have four. I only need one of you. So, who will be the other three people to die?" As the, one of the inner demons, which is having such a big body, he immediately jump into the air and throw a punch at the wall, making O'Neill lose his balance, making him fall on the ground. As O'Neill, said, "Ouch, my head, that was hurt." And the other inner demons having like a robe wrapped around O'Neill, and immediately throwing like a negative energy shock, as O'Neill being being shocked by this, and immediately, the guy just taken back the rope, and O'Neill fall on the ground. The other four come closer to them and said, "Damn it, this kid is actually good. You, take the body. The boss can heal him. We will not gonna leave anyone behind of us. And you, go and let's see if he's actually dead." As they getting closer to O'Neill, and after that, one of them flip O'Neill on his, on his back, as they see O'Neill with a bomb on his chest, as they immediately said, "Shit!" And they, jump back. O'Neill immediately explode the bomb that's filled with his blood, of course. How is he still alive after, all that blood being just thrown around? He just like, sometimes just doing like, taking his blood out from, when he need. Anyways, just, let's continue. As he immediately, explode the bomb, and right now he just covered in the black blood. As he said, "I will have to wash myself after this." The other two, immediately said, "I don't know what this substance is, but I'm not gonna touch it." As O'Neill said, "Oh no, you can't touch it. It's such a good substance. I normally use it to, to wash my face with it. It's very good for skin." As, the other guy said, "Really? Are you seriously believing in him?" As he said, "No, I just, nothing." As O'Neill said, "Oh man, I understand why Izuku like you so much. The inner demons. A funny name for a funny gang." As he immediately start jumping on the walls and immediately slash, another person of them. As there are still other three. O'Neill said, "Two down, three to go." As the leader of this, little group said, "All right, you distract him. You take those dead bodies away." As the guy immediately throw a punch on the ground, making like a shock wave. Throwing O'Neill away out of the, the little, what they call it, the little alleyway. As he immediately, stand up and said, "Oh no, this is not the ended yet." As he immediately taken his gun and was about to shoot the guy, but the guy immediately dodging into the left this attack, and taking a big chunk of, taking a big rock from the ground and throw it at O'Neill. O'Neill dodging into the, into the left, and immediately shoot him a second time. But before, the guy being hit by the shot, someone throwing a shield in front of him and said, "Come on, come here." As the guys, jump back with his other two goons. As O'Neill said, "What, are you gonna run away?" As the guy immediately press on a button, and after that, a little shop being explode, and a building start to collapse. As O'Neill seeing this, he said, "Oh no!" As he see a little child under in the middle of the place just eating some ice cream, and he was about to being crushed by a rock, but he immediately jumped in and saved that kid. As he said, "Are you okay, kid?" As the kid start to cry, O'Neill said, all right, let me take you to your mom." As he just give the kid into his mom thanking him, as O'Neill said, "No problem." And after that, he go back into the alleyway and said, "Damn it, they ran away. Well, looks like I will need to search more." As for the rest of the night, O'Neill just starts searching, and he didn't find more inner demons, because those are really, really tricky people. They are not showing very much. And he just go back into the mansion of, Hisashi Midoriya. In the end, we continue right now with Izuku. As Izuku right now, he is not in his, negative form. And he's, tied up into a chair, as he, said, where am I? My head is hurting me. As he opened his eyes, he see Tori just sitting on him, on the chair, just holding him. As she said, "Good morning, Izu." As she just kissing him, Izuku said, "What do you want? What are you doing, Tori? And why am I tied up into a chair?" "All right, I have my. I was always thinking that you're some sort of a crazy girl, but not into this point." As Tori said, "Oh no, it wasn't me. It was Shinra, the one that tied you up." As Izuku said, "What?" And immediately, Tori just stand up and just leave Izuku. As Izuku seeing in front of him a couple of inner demons: Ben, Soul, Tech, Tori, and of course Shinra. As Ben said, "Good morning, boss. How are you?" As Izuku said, "Boss, what are you talking about? And why am I tied up in the chair?" As Shinra said, "So, that's why he always telling us to leave him alone when he's in his home, huh?" As Izuku said, "What are you talking about? I'm not understanding a word that you're saying." As Tech said, "Should I wash his memories or something like that? Or how should we, get our boss back?" As Tori said, "I don't know, maybe we should knock him off?" As Izuku, seeing Tori in her villain costume, he said, "Tori, what are you doing here? And why are you with these people?" As Tori said, "Oh, I'm a villain. Didn't you already recognize me, Izuku-kun?" As Izuku said, You are a villain? No, that can't be. Is this some sort of a trick or something like that?" As Shira said, "Yeah, he's much more annoying in this state more than he in his stupid negative form." As Ben, smash Shinra on his head, said, The boss will gonna know if you talked like this." As Shinra said, I mean, he's not killing the useful ones, or technically he's not killing any one of us. He's actually a good boss, but he's very annoying when he just don't let me kill some of these heroes. Like Endeavor, I really want to fight Endeavor to see who have the most strongest flames between us." As Ben said, "Boss, are you there?" As Izuku said, "What are you talking about? And why are you calling me boss?" As Tori said, "Well, you are our boss, don't you remember?" As they just showing Izuku some footage of him in the arena of the sport festival. As Izuku said, "Is that me? That can't be possible. Wait, no, that's actually possible. Did I actually get out of control? But who are you? I know exactly what will happen if I being knocked off, but why why are you here, and why are you calling me boss?" As Shinra said, "Nah, looks like you really don't remember a thing. You're so stupid for someone that he doesn't even, for someone that he have a very strong organization and from villains." As Izuku said, "What are you talking about?" And immediately, the door of the hideout open up, revealing three goons carrying two other dead bodies. As the one of the inner demons said, Ben, we've been attacked by some weird kid. Asking for the boss. As Ben said, looks like he killed some of them. As Izuku said, why are these two people dead? As Ben said, what, do you want to heal them? As Izuku said, I can heal them, but who are you? Explain something to me. As, Shinra said, well, long ago, from like, I don't know, a couple of 11, 12 months, there was a kid that named Izuku Midori, and he was always someone that wanted to be a hero. Suddenly, every night he just waking up in his negative form and start running down the street, getting some villains on his side and creating his army of the inner demons. And in the last night, he just fighted against the hero number 3 Hawks, and he actually managed to control his mind, and after that forcing him to kill civilians and heroes. After that, he just gone into the sport festival and start fighting a couple other of students in UA, and after that he just being knocked off, and All Might find about his secret, and we just wrapped him into a chair. Does that explain it? Izuku said, no! As Shinra said, oh man, I really need to work on my storytelling. As Ben said, alright, I'm had enough of this. As, Ben come closer into Izuku and just give him a little punch, not a strong punch to kill him, but enough to knock him out. As Izuku being knocked out, immediately after that, his negative form taking control, as he said, alright, just get me out of this chair. As, says, Tori start jumping from happiness, saying, yay, boss has come back, boss is back, boss is back. As, Soul said, good morning, boss. Nice to see you again. As Izuku said, alright, show me those two dead bodies. And Shinra, I'm gonna talk with you in privacy next time. As, Tori whispered in Shinra's ear, saying, you are a dead man walking. As Shinra said, yeah, like hell. As Izuku just healing those two peoples and start asking the inner demons, saying, what happened and who attacked you? As the inner demons explaining what happened, Izuku said, a black substance, you say? Did you got some of them to me? As, one of the inner demons said, yes, boss. We managed to take some. After I managed to, to blow a building to strike the kid, I managed to take this little couple of drops of that weird black substance. As, Izuku said, interesting. Tech, can you please tell me what this is? As Tech said, sure. And after that, she just eating some bubble gum, starts putting this, blood inside, a machine to see what is it. As she said, this is actually a black blood. A scene that have the ability to control someone's mind by just simply one drop of it. As Izuku said, interesting. Is there any way to, to break this effect? As, of course, Tech said, I'm gonna search for it, but I'm gonna, it will gonna take some time. Izuku said, try to search for it. I think I know exactly who this person is. Anyways, you 5 of you, go join the other, inner demons. Today we will gonna attack the prison that we got the information out of, because we still have some couple of inner demons stuck inside the prison, waiting to be saved. As, Shinra said, alright, boss. And after that, Izuku and all of his inner demons just gone into unnamed prison, a secret prison, a prison where they normally take information out of the people there. Izuku, watching from far away with the binocular, he said, alright, Ben, Shinra, are you in your positions? As Ben said, yes, boss, I'm in position. The inner demons has put the bombs around the place. Shinra is waiting for your, sign. As Izuku said, great. Alright, Three, two, one, go! And immediately Ben just smashed through the metal, wall as the inner demons start coming in. Shinra and his team of the inner demons has, put a couple of bombs around the place, blowing the bombs up to destroy the alarm system. Tech is the one that we're searching about where the inner demons are, as she actually managed to get a map for the place. Izuku seeing the map, he said, all right, Soul, Tech, Tori, come with me, as they just jump down and start going inside. Izuku just doesn't wear a mask anymore because he already being, found out. He taking two guns and start shooting people there. Tori just transform into a tiger and start eating the people there. Tech are basically, absorb, taking some technology of the prison and morph it into her body, creating like, much more strong arms and shields and things like that. Soul are basically sending his souls to eat to kill people and taking their souls and throw it on more people. While Shinra is basically kicking everyone, Ben is smashing through walls, open the way for Izuku and the inner demons. As the police, the guards start saying in the mic, saying, "Heroes, any heroes, we need support here, we need support," as Izuku from behind comes and got hold of him and said, "Sorry, but we already has cut off all the alarm system, or anything like that. You will not be able to find any heroes here very soon. But I want to ask you a question. What is the secret code for the cells?" As the guy said, "I will never tell you." As Izuku said, "Well, I'm sure you will do." As he using his corrupted touch corrupt that person, as the person said 5856772. As Izuku said, "Tech, did you hear him?" As Tech said, "Yes, boss." And immediately she just put that secret code on her computer, and just with one press of a button, all the doors of the prison just open up, making more villains come out and the inner demons start going out. As Izuku, standing in front of all the villains and all the inner demons, as he said, "For everyone here, my name is Mr. Negative. And now I have got you free, but I wonder if you would like to join me. If you would like to join my war, join my army, join the inner demons to destroy this hero society and make it crumble on its own. So, what are you saying, villains? As any of you are interested?" As all the villains start, screaming, "Yeah, and yeah." Izuku said, "Great," and immediately said, "Come with me." As Izuku starts walking, out of the prison, but he hear a sound from one of the cells in the prison, as he's hearing a sound saying, "Boss, boss, Mr. Negative, please get me out of here so I can serve you more." As Izuku, looking inside the cells, he see Hawks. As Izuku said, "Oh, Hawks, they actually put you here, huh?" As Hawks said, "I done what you told me to do. I killed civilians and the heroes, but they managed to capture me. Please take me out of here so I can serve you more." As Izuku said, "Don't worry, I'm gonna get you free." As he put his hand on Hawk's head and immediately crushed him. As he said, "I'm gonna get you free out of your misery." As after that, Izuku clean his hand a little bit and start walking out of the prison with all the inner demons and a couple of villains that were in the prison. As the only people that been found dead in the prison are just police officers and guards, nothing more. As Izuku, go back into his hideout with everyone else, as Tori said, "That was such a great job, boss. We done it. We take our friends back." As she hugs Izuku. Izuku said, "Leave me alone, Tori. Don't hug me." Ben, as Ben said, "Yes, boss. I want you to try with all your hardest to convince my other self to go into the dark side. If you would like to, I would like you to do it, alright? But if anything wrong happened? Or if I just run away? I want you to take control over the inner demons while I am, you know. As Ben said, alright, boss, I understand. As Izuku said, well then, I think this was a very successful day, so let's do a party for now. As everyone, start putting the lights on and, just making like a dancing arena, start to drink and everything. Tori just trying to get closer to corrupted Izuku or negative Izuku while he just getting a little bit far. And this is gonna leave it off, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below. Tell me what do you think about this part, and what do you think will gonna happen in the next part. Well, I have nothing more to say than Severed was here.